It is Miser, Brian Tembo on vocals, and Kojo Akusa. Did I say it right?
Yeah, Kojo Akusa.
Akusa.
Yeah.
You have to explain the process for me because I'm trying to figure this out, because you are a beat maker, right? Miser is a beat maker. How do you then become two in one song? Because we understand what Brian Tembo is doing there, right?
And the funny thing is, we were not in the same location when we made this track. Yeah. So what we do is I'll create a beat, right? Mm-hmm. Then I'll share it with Miser. Then he will add something on it, and then maybe he will record. Then he will record with Brian Temba, send it back to me. Who'll do the mixing and mastering and all that. So it's kind of like
it's a tag team.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
How long will this back and forth happen? Especially on a big song like Take It All. Jeez, what a song.
I think this one took about, I think I sent it to Miser. He was done with the recording in about a day.
Yo.
Right? I was like, wow, this is so quick. Brian Temba is a genius. He can do a song come up with a hit in an hour.
Yeah.
He's so talented. It was really quick. I think I'm the one who delayed the process because I'm such a perfectionist.
Okay.
Yeah, so after the song was recorded and it was sent back to me, that's when I had to really arrange the track and everything. That's what took longest. But I think in about a week we're done with the song, yeah.
A week?
Yeah.
Sure. And there's no way you can replicate that, because it's also about energies, timing, right? Or because if you could replicate it, you could have a hit every week.
I don't know. Well, I think the process of producing music it tends to be quite random. You don't know what you'll come up with at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So many things go into it, like inspiration.
Yeah.
Sometimes you kind of get demotivated. Like you could think the song is a hit, but then you kind of get demotivated.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just works out. Like this one. You could have some songs that take up to 3 years to finish. It's really, you can't really.
There's no formula.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why is house music going to church? Because there's a rise of house music going to church. We're hearing it everywhere now. And it's no complaint, but it is a wave. Why is that? What do you think?
That's a good question. I've also kind of wondered what spurred this interest in gospel house, so to speak. I have no idea what's really happening, but I personally I'm enjoying it. I think it was a few months ago when I think it was last year, right? I said that I'm hearing more and more gospel themed house music, and I'm enjoying. I want to hear more of it.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was a prophecy or what, but it just kind of blew
amazing,
up. I love that. There's more. Okay, as a Christian, right? I love to hear gospel music. I love house music, and I just love to hear God being worshipped in a house song.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to hear. I personally want to do more of this kind of music.
Sure.
Because I like music that has impact. That has meaning, that has value. Positive messages. That doesn't do harm to people.
Yeah.
That uplifts people. So I really want to hear more of this. And whether it's a fad or it's a fashion, let more of it come.
Let it come.
Yeah, let it come.
Bring it on, actually.
Yeah.
So how does it feel for making such a song and without, let me rephrase, how does it hit you? You tell a story of you walking into one of the retail shops and Take It All was playing. What went through your head then?
Well, I was excited, but it's not something which I'm not used to. It has happened before. Yeah. I was with my wife at the time, and I was like,
she's right here. Hello, gorgeous. Look at her.
I was like, they're playing my song. And I was wondering, wait, is this I actually asked her, is this a radio station or is it a
playlist?
A playlist.
Yeah.
So well, okay, at the end of the day, I assumed there was a playlist,
Yeah.
So I'm like, who's playing this music?
Yeah.
But it was exciting. It always feels good to hear my music.
Chatside was Kaya. Come on, I mean, that's what we do, man.
Yeah.
Kojo, you are born on a Monday.
Yeah, Kojo is a Ghanaian. In Ghanaian culture, right? Some of the Ghanaian cultures. My tribe is Ewe.
Okay.
Yeah, then there's the Ashanti tribe, right? But in Ghana, there's certain people who are called by the day that they were born. So many people. Okay, usually it's the second name, right? So Kojo actually means born on Monday.
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah. It's my second name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were born on Monday.
Yes, I was born on Monday.
You are not named after someone.
No.
Do you guys? Is it a culture to name someone after someone in Ghana?
I'm not sure. Possibly. I know.
Like Kojo Junior. Is there a Kojo Junior? Because chances are that Kojo Junior was not born on a Monday. You know what I mean?
Okay, if a Ghanaian is called Kojo, there's a high likelihood, like 99% chance they were born on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, I was born in Russia, so.
Whoa. Ghanaian parents.
Yes.
Born in Russia.
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
My parents both got scholarships to go and study in Russia. Well, that time it was called the Soviet Union.
Geez, the dark days.
Yeah. So, they call me. My first name is Maoli.
Yes.
It means God is there.
Okay.
Right. So, those days it was a very communist country. They don't believe in God. Like,
yeah.
In fact, you get arrested for going to church. If they see you with the Bible,
yeah,
you're going straight to jail.
Yes.
Yeah. So my parents kind of, the Russian culture, philosophy, belief said there is no God. Right.
Mm-hmm.
My parents believe that there is a God. So right, they called me Maoli. As a kind of like as a way to, I don't know how to
celebrate, to also make a statement too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So in other words, a Russian who does not believe that there's God, every time they mention my name,
I see what they did there. Hey, Maoli.
Yeah.
Nostarovia.
Yeah, Maoli.
That's a God.
Yeah.
Oh my. And for how long were you there?
See, my parents were still in school, so when they gave birth to my sister, it was quite hectic. They couldn't look after two little babies and also study at the same time. Especially my mother, her marks were starting to drop and all that. So I think I was about 2 years old or 3 years old when they took us home, and they took us to our grandmother.
Okay.
In Ghana, yeah.
And the move from Ghana to South Africa?
My dad moved here in 92, I think.
Okay.
1992. He's a doctor, so he came here, obviously looking for greener pastures.
Sure.
Yeah. We followed 2 years later, in 94.
Before or after Freedom Day?
I think we arrived in May. I think it was May.
Yeah, it was just after. Yeah. So there was a new president, new fresh air, blowing through the country. The air of optimism as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're going to the schools here.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we started in Malamalele.
Is this?
Yeah, we stayed in Malamalele. I actually went to a school called Kanyisa.
Okay.
Yeah. So I learned a little bit of Tonga.
Yeah.
Although I can't really speak it now, but yeah, I hear a little bit of it, but I don't really speak it very well.
Yeah. And you done your education and finished in Malamulele?
No. We moved to Polokwane in, I think, 96. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think it was around 96 or so.
Okay.
Yeah. So Polokwane is my hometown. I've lived most of my life over there. Yeah.
Are you still based there?
Yeah, I am.
What happened today? So you drove all the way?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but I've lived in Joburg before. I actually.
Listen. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate this a lot because you invite somebody. I mean, I think we should tell the story of how this interview happened, right?
Yes.
Obviously, I'm playing Take It All, and I see the name Kojo Akusa, and I see you on my timeline on Facebook, I start following you, and I can see. I mean, you're gigging, you're making music. I'm like, but who is this guy? And then, who did I have? And you said you must have me on.
And it was, I think, Senior Oat.
Senior Oat was here. Yes, Senior Oat was here.
And then I commented on his post.
Yes. And I said, you are next.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as you commented, I said, Kojo, you are next. DM me your numbers, and here we are.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were in Polokwane. So you drove. When did you drive here?
Actually, we arrived last night, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a honeymoon. Short nyana, vacation nyana. I was so anyway.
Well, any excuse to get away from home.
Yeah. Really, I'm humbled. Thank you. And you're on time. I mean, come on. I have guests not so long ago taking the first flight out of Durban just to be on the show. I mean, that means a lot. I mean, we have technology that we could have done it while you were there, but you still felt you could be here. Thank you. So let's fast forward quickly. Music, did you go through and study that for you to then say, I'm going to make music? Actually, because I take it with dad being a medic, mom.
Yeah, my mother is a scientist also. She studied food processing science. Yeah, but
and Kojo wants to make beats. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's it. And they never understood. But okay, I've always been an artist. Ever since I was young, I used to draw. Originally, I'm a visual artist. I used to draw a lot when I was younger. But growing up, I used to drum on all kinds of things. You know, I used to make a lot of noise. You know, taking spoons and knives and drumming on pots and yeah. So I always had this itch, you know, to make beats. And funny enough, I also have this tendency or this habit of drumming in my mouth with my grinding my teeth.
Okay.
My dad was telling me, you're grinding your teeth. Your teeth are gonna get finished.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess it's always been in me. But I think it was in high school I got interested in house music.
Okay.
I was listening to a lot of compilations, Lewis, DJ Fresh. Yeah. So, although I never really thought I could make music. Yeah. It was when I got to university that a friend of mine said that, I see that you're quite artistic. I'm struggling with this music software. I think you can figure it out, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went through it, you know, and I was like, wow, this is interesting, you know. That's when I started making beats. I think it was around 2003 or so. But I didn't really take it seriously. It was around 2005-06 that I really started taking it seriously because me and a group of friends created this kind of like movement called Beat Rebels.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So and I think that time in Polokwane, everyone was not really people were generally not really interested in house music per se.
Yeah.
And I once gave one of my songs to a classmate to get his feedback on the song, and he told me this is under par, like this is below standard.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was hurt.
Yeah. I
was hurt, but then I asked him, but who do you think is a good
guide or benchmark? Yeah.
Who is the standard? And he told me Mujava. And I was like, you can't be serious.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, okay, if this is what is popular on radio, right? Then we are taking this way, you know.
Yeah. Deviating from the norm.
So whatever was on radio is what we wanted to, we was like, okay, let's go into the underground. Let's focus on you know. Yeah. So
which then keeps you to your authenticity.
Yeah. Funny enough, in 2011, what we're creating kind of became more mainstream.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a long journey, but then I never went to school. To study how to produce music.
It's self-taught.
100% self-taught. Yeah.
And were you making beats for others?
No.
For yourselves?
Okay. The thing is, I'm quite a shy person, right? I never really wanted to be out in the open. And, you know, so I wanted to be a
behind the scenes.
I wanted to be a ghost producer. Yeah. Right? But it just kind of turned out that I I got an opportunity to DJ somewhere, and then I got interested in playing my own music. I wanted to play my own music. That's why usually most of my sets are like 80% of my own music. Right. So I've produced songs for vocalists.
Okay.
But not many, like maybe 3 songs. But most of the tracks I've made actually have my name on it.
Yeah. By the way, this is Kojo Akusa, and oh man, he just really gave me good butterflies in that he drove all the way from Polokwane to be here. I thought he was a guy just around here, Josie, but yeah, he's here. And of course, we know him with Take It All with Miza. He also collaborated with Miza again with Noluthando Meje, right?
Feeling, yeah.
Yeah, Feeling. Tell me about that song. Why did you feel you need to give it your deep space sort of effect to it?
That deep space mix name that I give to some of my songs is just it's just a name that I just came up with.
Yeah.
Because to put it this way, they tend to be melodic.
Yeah.
A deep space mixes melodic. It's very I'm struggling to find the word to use.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it deep house, but it's kind of like a personal style of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I call my personal style of house music, deep space house. Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm Kojo Akusa, and you're listening to my Top 10 at 10. Kaya 959 on the street, on the air.
Indeed, it is. It is 27 minutes to 11. Tulane 9. So that is Tulane. Says, thanks for bringing Kojo in the studio, one of my favorite producers. And also another tweet that came through says, T, thank you for bringing Mr. Akusa there, because my Friday right now is complete. My financial spreadsheets went well and my reports. So yeah, thank you for being the catalyst. Nice one. But now, this is the one I want us to focus on a bit. Sbuwas Our shout out to Kojo on my Top 10 at 10. I've been listening to his sounds since 2011. And then back then, we didn't have Shazam. And then these DJs were very stingy with the hits. Not sharing, not releasing. Yeah, no, thank you for the tweets. Now, Kojo, besides music, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm actually a manager. Yeah, I run a family business. We produce bricks.
Oh.
Yeah, we're into bricks, brick manufacture and construction and real estate. Yeah, so...
Oh.
Yeah, so basically I'm a operations manager of a brick manufacturing company.
Yeah.
It's a family business. It was started by my parents.
Sure.
Yeah, so I took over a few years ago.
Yeah. And it keeps you busy.
Yeah, that's what's keeping me busy. It's not even 9 to 5, more like 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Very, very, very busy. And what keeps me most busy is managing people. And it's easy to work with sales and invoices and accounts and all that, but people, that's the hard part.
It is the hard part, because you need to manage them, emotions and everything else, while you're managing yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then gigs.
Actually, I had a gig in when was it? Last week, Saturday, just this past Saturday. That was my first gig in 3 years.
In 3 years?
Yeah, like I say, since before Corona was still a brand of beer.
And it became a pandemic.
Yeah. Okay. I've been quite comfortable not playing gigs. I do appreciate getting gigs, but since I've become having more responsibilities, I don't really travel as much as I used to for gigs. But now, I'm actually open to get more gigs now because because I want to take my wife to all over the country.
Yeah, to the places. Yes.
To different. I want to have a few vacations, Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah, all expenses paid.
And gigs can give you that, not bricks.
Exactly.
Not bricks. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Never. What do you mean exactly? Bricks is money, man.
No, true. That's something tangible that you can pass on to your children.
Yeah.
Because since we're also into property, we use our own bricks to build our own, flats and all that to rent and so on. So it's kind of like
it's a value chain, the whole thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Grandmothers here and mothers, if there's one thing they made sure that we do, was to ban our old underwear. What do you do with your old underwear, Kojo?
It's a tough question. I throw them away.
You throw them away?
Throw them away, burn them, use them for cleaning. And just the other day, I was thinking that, in my youth, as a teen, I used to actually wear underwears for like 2 weeks. I'd wear the same. I don't know. I'm not the only one. Young boys, we can wear the same jockeys for 1 week without washing it.
Oh my word! When do you throw it away? What says to you it's time to throw you away?
When the hole becomes too big.
No, the hole is there, fine. No. When it gets too big, then.
Yeah, when the underwear loses its structure. Like
elasticity gone. Yeah. It's like, hey, it's time to go now.
Time to replace you with something.
Have you paid attention to how long that is? Because we know it with a toothbrush, right? 3 months, you must try and get a new one. We fail.
3 months?
They say 3 months.
Who said it was 3 months?
Dentists.
Okay, then I've been doing the wrong thing this whole time.
What have you been doing?
I thought it was 2 years. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Never. You know what? I can tell when a guy is joking and when he's telling the truth.
Well, I'm joking.
That's the truth right there.
I'm joking.
So, underwear, have you paid attention in terms of how long?
Honestly, let me ask my wife. Babe, how long?
You don't have any underwear that is stoned.
Yeah, no. I change them often now.
Now that she's here, now that she's there in your life, you change it often.
Yeah, no. Once you get married, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be doing those things anymore. Your answer to someone else. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's one that you are emotionally connected to. It's like, not this one, babe. We can't throw this one.
No, I had to burn that one before she came. She moved it.
Oh my word!
I knew it wasn't gonna fly.
Oh man, who's Mulo Black?
He's a producer and vocalist. He's an old friend of mine, also from Polokwane. Yeah, but he's also based in Joburg now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the house scene in Polokwane? I know there's coffee in Polokwane, and I know it holds some house events and gigs. But how's the house scene? Is it active? Is it like big? What is your sense?
I don't really know, to be honest with you, because I've not played much in Polokwane, strangely enough. I've played in coffee a few times. I think the last place I played, I played in Sweet Pops. Then there was this industrial, but it feels like a very small. It's like a small circle, where the same people get circulated in between this small number of venues. It becomes interesting when people from outside come. Yeah. When they book people from, let's say, Joburg, and so that's when the place will be packed and so on. Yeah. But I don't know whether I should say like a prophet is not respected in his own home.
You know what they say? That's true. Yeah.
But that's like how I mean, back in the day, they used to say that, oh, guys from Limpopo, hey, they're banging, the kind of music we're creating, right? But we would be more appreciated in Joburg and Pretoria than we were at home. Because they'll be like,
it's a phenomenon with everybody. Leave your hometown. Yeah. When you come back a hero, isn't it?
Yeah. But also, since I've not really been gigging much, it's been years since I gigged in Polokwane, so I'm kind of like living under a rock because I've been focusing on the business, not really so much on music. I only pretty much picked up music again like in the past 2 years or so. Yeah, so I'm yet to really see how it really is.
Sure.
Yeah, in Polokwane. But I know that from the rumor mill and hearing from other people, there's a lot of complaints about local artists not being appreciated.
True.
People from outside getting more gigs in Polokwane than even local artists.
Yeah, it's one of those phenomenons, isn't it? That you bring what you call a draw card, but when in actual fact, the mainstay is Kojo. The one person who really understands what Polokwane people need sound-wise. It's a marketing strategy more than it is anything else.
Yeah, I think let's say more popular music is what dominates in Polokwane. Maybe there's more amapiano being played than anything else in most of the venues, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know anyone locally who produces that. Personally, there probably is.
Yeah.
I actually have been approached by some people, and I was like, "This is what I do. I do this, and I'll go where that music is appreciated." I've never really wanted to do what was popular, like what the current in thing. I just stuck to what I wanted to produce in expressing myself the way I wanted to. I'm not the kind of producer who does what is in fashion or is currently trending. That's why till this day that people are still talking about my music from 2012.
That's right.
So because it's unique.
Yeah.
And it's
authentic.
Yeah.
I know there are a few places as well that I've heard about that are also trying to change the narrative, and one of them being Nuku Resort. It's there by Boyne.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
And the people who go play there, John the Baptist, Vinnie Da Vinci, people who could easily be on the same poster with Kojo Akusa.
Wait, hold up. You said John the Baptist?
John the Baptist.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first time I hear that
really?
Name. Yeah. John the Baptist.
John D. Baptist. John D.E. Baptist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wish he was here so we could ask him how he came up with that name.
Well, actually, his grandmother. I know the story very well.
Okay.
So he's John, and his grandmother said Mukolowitz, the baptizer.
Okay.
So in memory and obviously to keep her spirit and to pay honor to her.
Okay.
He took it to the stage like that, John the Baptist.
Okay, now I feel bad for laughing.
No, don't be, because no, that's the reaction he gets every time, by the way. So John the Baptist is a name he uses, but there's a profound meaning behind why he uses that name. And he himself, very rooted, praying man. We've had deep conversations with him. Okay. And obviously, like any spiritual warrior, you have your challenges. And one of them being exactly that when he plays sometimes, he can feel that the energy changes, not because of the music, but this, I don't know what to call it. There's a movement of energy that kind of says, is overwhelming even for him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever played a set and you felt overwhelmed, overcome by a sudden rush of emotions, and you're like, where does that come from?
Yeah, true. I've always said that there's a spirit behind the music.
Yeah.
It's kind of like every time someone produces something, every artist puts a piece of their soul inside the music that they're producing.
Exactly.
Yeah, so when you're playing it, you feel that whatever energy it is, whatever piece of that whatever part of himself that he has put inside that music, you know. And also it also has to do with intention as well. You know, there's certain music that it creates a certain kind of environment, you know, and it's meant to create a certain kind of environment, right? And then there's for instance, more mainstream music is meant to make people dance, and then there's more, you can call it more spiritual, more grounded, more rooted music where you can't really it brings out this emotional response, you know.
You yourself can't help it but be emotional too.
Yeah.
The very same effect it gives the patrons, it also hits you, you know, the curator.
Yeah.
Right?
I've found myself, let's say, playing a new song that I produced, and I'm driving in a car, and then I'm sure people would be passing like, is this guy okay? You know?
Yeah.
Because I can't help myself. I just feel like
tears
coming down my eyes.
Yes, you get teary.
You know,
you get teary. I've had those moments. You get teary. You're like, ooh, it hits home. And Black Coffee himself, just after the Grammy, he came in for an interview. And I was playing one of the songs from Subconsciously. And as I played it, I turned down the volume so me and him can converse. He says, no. Bring it up. And I played it. And I lost him. I could tell this guy's not here anymore. And then after that, he pulled back his jacket and says, look, goosebumps all over. But I could tell his eyes are hiding something. You know what I mean? So that's the power of music. That's why they say music can really change. It hits you, but you feel no pain. Bob Marley said it best, I think. Yeah,
I think that's also one of the reasons why I'm liking this new gospel house. You know, and it's not just. I see some of the guys are not just making it just for the sake of it. They actually, what they're making, they actually believe what they're putting out there. You know, like your previous Senior Oat. You know, it's like he has blown up. You know,
I'm happy for him, man.
I'm sure. I'm sure he didn't foresee this happening.
He didn't.
You know,
he, like you, didn't want to be in the forefront. He just wanted to be behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like what he's doing, and I feel that's genuine. You know, I feel the authenticity in his music. You know, there's a lot of people who are kind of I wouldn't call them haters, but they don't understand it, so they kind of
rush it.
Yeah, they're kind of like speaking negatively about it as if they want it to go away. But I think we need more of that kind of music.
It's here, you can't stop it, man.
You have people getting emotional in a tavern. you know, people kind of like questioning their decisions.
And that's the best place to start questioning your decisions. Come on. You know. All right, your song with Mulo Black coming up after this. It is Kojo Akusa, and of course with Mulo Black. Time has just passed us by because we were caught up in our chat. But more than anything, I hope this is the first of many. Because we need to talk more and more. This Kojo Akusa, man, must make the pots, man. All right. So you say you're releasing a new single soon?
Yes, I'm releasing a new single soon. It's called Lord I Thank You.
Okay.
Yeah, featuring Les, Ego, and Aerosol Sax.
Yeah. Okay. And he gave it to us. We'll drop it in the next hour.
It's along the lines of what I've been talking about. This genuine gospel house that worships God in, like I say, in spirit and in truth.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe it's going to touch a lot of people. I mean, it has a swing to it.
Yeah.
That makes you want to dance, but it
of
also
course,
has
the message.
Yeah, the message at the end. That's what's important at the end of the day.
Indeed. Kojo, thank you so much for indulging me. And my point today and objective was to make sure that the people know about you. We know about who the man behind this music is. So as we can, when we play it, we even play it with more oomph because we've met the man. Because sometimes it can be Kojo Akusa only to find out, was okay, Cape Town. using a pseudonym. You know, you never
Yeah.
know. Yeah. But thank you so much for making time, man, and being here.
Yeah, thank
And
you
all
so
the
much.
best. And
Thank you for having me.
keep bringing the beautiful music, man. We need it.
I will do so. Thank you so much.
Heal the souls. That is Kojo Akusa. Follow the man. And where do we follow you on socials?
You can find me on Facebook. Just search Kojo Akusa. I'm there. At Kojo Akusa on Twitter and Instagram.
All right. That is Kojo Akusa. That's the man to check out.